We started as a seed, now we growing together. No matter rain or shine, baby, we gon' conquer this weather. Ain't no burning strong as ours, cause we got it on lock. And if them haters wanna hate, you gonna let them just pop. We are forced to be reckoned with, it ain't hard to tell. Ain't no stopping when we coming, yeah, they try but they fail. It's just us against the world, baby, just you and me. You love us like heaven and worth more than royalty. We stand tall, I'ma say G. The haters knew what they were doing, yeah, they make it for me. It's easy to be true when you have a rider on your side. It's love and loyalty, babe, you know it's for life. We gonna ride, we have that special kind of vibe. Always and forever, I'ma stick by your side, and that's no lie. Baby, I'm for real. We keep a G together, yeah, that's just how I feel, and that's
You know what, as I sit back, listening to what you said, and as I sit here reciting this verse, I kind of think the same, so I guess great minds think alike. So check this out. Look up to the sky, and all you see is the sun shining down bright on you, girl, cause you don't.
What up, everyone? Welcome to the G-Lew Show, After Hours Live. It is a Friday night, and tonight we have a very, very special guest. As you all may know or may not know, I've been promoting, but we got a special guest, lovely lady tonight, and she's gonna educate us, you know what I mean, on different factions of greenery, you know what I mean, all that type of stuff. I'm very interested in talking to her because she has she's like a teacher, she's like a scientist, a mad scientist, but she is the official Green Queen, and she is here. Let me bring her on now. Good evening.
That's really cool. So everyone can see me. Everyone can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Cool. That's really cool. I've never done one of these before.
Oh wow. Well, I'm glad I'm your first. Glad I'll be the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, first and foremost, tell the people who you are, because I told them you're the Green Queen, but I just want you to tell the people who you are and a little bit about the Green Queen. I mean, I kind of know what it means, but tell us about who you are and what
I know it's a little bit like, what the fuck does she do? No. Yeah, I just I'm in the cannabis industry. So like on my Instagram I promote for like cannabis brands, like weed brands, vape brands, edibles, like everything, even like cannabis shops, you know, like smoke shops, the dispensaries. I do like grand openings for them too. And then doing that, I got into working with like music artists,
right.
like Baby Bash, Frankie J. I work with Danny Trejo and his team too as well. He has a whole like what's it called? Is it like an entertainment? No, what is it called? He has a record label. So he has artists signed under him. It's called Trejo's Music. You know Danny Trejo, Machete?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that's what I do. I do modeling as well. But it's really cool. I meet a lot of cool people. I have a lot of cool experiences, you know, doing a bunch of different shit, doing smoking a bunch of different things, and you know, just trying things with the cannabis in the cannabis industry and stuff like that. It's cool. I have a lot of fun.
Right.
I have a lot of fun, and it's really crazy how big the cannabis industry is, you know. It's cool.
That is it's gotten real big. I mean, so I mean, I know, like you said, you do that, you model and you do the cannabis. Would you say, because that's what I think obviously works for you. You have that's a great combination. You do the cannabis, but you're like a model at the same time. Obviously, beautiful lady. What would you say like came first, more so, you modeling or the like? Did they mix?
I felt like it was more just doing the cannabis influencer came first, because doing that I got a lot of cannabis brands that asked me to. You're very pretty. Okay, thank you, Randy Jean. Yeah, so doing that, I got companies asking me to model for their, you know, for their brand and for their anything stuff like that. So I think that's how I got into modeling. But I did do a little bit of modeling before I did the cannabis industry. It just got me more comfortable being in front of the camera, I guess you could say. Like really comfortable. I love being in front of the camera.
Yeah, you seem very comfortable. So tell me this: how did you become the official? How do you become the Green Queen? Because I mean, someone like yourself, pretty lady, all that, gotta stay cute and all that. How do you do all that and then like smoke a gang of weed and do the what do you call those? What do you call those? The
Dabs?
dabs that knock.
Yeah. Have you ever dabbed?
I have. That thing
Oh
is
yeah.
like serious. So I mean, how do you become a professional like smoker and still stay cute and all that? How does that work?
Oh well, I feel like that's part of my thing is being, setting like a vibe. It's like entertainment, just the good music, the pretty girls smoking. People like to watch a pretty girl smoking, and
Right.
it's fun. It's just it's something easy to do. I set up my camera every time I have a sesh. It's fun. I just record myself. you know.
Right.
Um, it's I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Did I answer that?
Yeah, you did. But I want to know how long like obviously
Oh,
you
how long? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I got noticed really easy with I don't mean to sound cocky saying that. I was noticed by a lot of cool I don't know, I by a lot of big names, like, I was made into a homie. Have you ever heard of the homies?
yes. The
So I
homies
was made into a homie because of Green Queen smoking weed. Um, like, the creator of the homies calls me his cannabis mule, so he'll use a lot of my pictures for his artwork, for his T-shirts, and, of course, they made me into a homie, so that was pretty cool.
that's dope. That's dope. How long how long have you been out?
I've been doing it for at least, like, 6, 7 years, I
No,
think.
not that. I want to say like how long have you been smoking? Like how long did it take
Oh,
you
okay. I
to
yeah,
be
I wasn't like a big stoner in high school or anything. I honestly started smoking the way I smoked when I was, like, around 21, honestly.
okay, wow. Late
Yeah.
bloomer.
Yeah, I mean, I used to smoke here and there. I just feel like it didn't do what it does for me around when I turned 21, and the weed is so much different, the
Right,
dabs and everything like that.
right,
I think the dabs got me hooked back, like, into smoking a lot, you know?
right.
The dabs. I fell in love with the dabs.
Because
I'm
like you
actually let's go
no,
ahead.
like you said, because the weed is different now. Like back in the day, the weed was, like, okay, now it's like
Yeah.
it's powerful. So you come in the game late and
Mhm.
you're a professional. Like, wow.
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's really cool. Like I said, meeting a bunch of people comes with um meeting trying a different a lot more product, different products, different weeds.
right.
It's really cool. I don't know how to explain it. I
Wow.
met a lot of friends, a lot of people. It's cool. And then all the celebrities that also get into the cannabis industry as well, that, people that make their own cannabis brands. I didn't like meet Mike Tyson, but I was at like they have this whole like cannabis awards, and
Mhm.
it's a big deal,
Yeah.
a lot of celebrities go to it. Like the one of the last ones I went to in Vegas, they hired Snoop Dogg to be like the DJ for their awards.
Hey, hold up. You spoiled my question because that's what I was gonna ask you next. But go ahead. How was that? Because I
I
seen
didn't meet I didn't meet Snoop Dogg there, but it was cool that they had him in
right.
Vegas
Got to
at
smoke
their
with him.
I got to smoke with Snoop, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to smoke with Snoop. It was really cool experience because I feel like smoking with Snoop Dogg was a big thing for me for my Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah. That was
Um,
that was major
it
for
was
sure.
it, it was so crazy how it happened because I got booked to model for a company called Moon Rocks. Have you heard of Moon Rocks?
Yes,
Dr.
yes.
Zodiac
Uh,
have you ever met Dr. Zodiac?
no, I haven't. I met
Oh,
Corrupt,
real
not Dr. Zodiac who makes it. No.
Yeah, and then I also met Corrupt that day as well. But yeah, so he booked me to basically model his booth, and his booth was inside Snoop Dogg's studio.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of crazy. Everybody that was working the booth, they had went outside to meet Snoop Dogg, and I stayed behind because I wanted to make Snoop Dogg a gift bag. Like I put one of my T-shirts in his bag, and I put one of my homie figurines in like a gift bag to give to him, hoping he knows who I am. because
Right.
just hoping he knows who, because he does follow me on Instagram, so I'm hoping, hey, maybe he knows. But anyway, so as I'm doing that, like I turn around and Snoop Dogg's just right there, right behind me, just looking at me, and he's all green, and I said, "Yes, that's me." So what's up? It's crazy. He knew who I was, and we
That's
weren't
dope.
expect. Yeah, it was cool in the studio, and then I gave him the gift bag, and I asked him to smoke, and it was all cool. It was really dope.
Real dope.
Yeah.
So who would you say so far? I mean, you met Snoop, the biggest of them all. Especially with the weed. Who has been the biggest probably celebrity that you did meet that you found out they smoke or whatever you thought they were cool? Like what's another good one?
I Who else did I meet? Like, oh, I met Corrupt, but I didn't get to smoke with him. I
Okay.
also met Red Grant that night. You know who Red Grant is, the comedian. He was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Baby Bash I feel like Baby Bash to me, being Latina and everything, he's a legend to me and my culture.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of great hits, and I'm a big Baby Bash fan, so it's really cool to be around him and their mix a lot of times.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I go to a lot of their events, a lot of their shows and stuff like that. So it's cool.
Right. Being that you've been in the cannabis business, you know it all, you've been around it. Have you been able to learn, like, I mean, I'm sure it's certain cannabis weed you like more than other, whatever, but have you been able to learn more about the weed and how they make it, the strands and what,
Yeah.
more information or education?
Yeah, like for example, so like a lot of girls Snapchat me about being pregnant and smoking weed, or a lot of girls will tell me like, "Oh, you make smoking weed look so good. Like I want to smoke too, but I get anxiety."
Mhm.
And things like that. And so like I'll try to just message them and tell them things that I know, or what I would do. Like for example, today some girl was like, was one of those where she was like, "You make it look so good. I want to ease back into it."
Mhm.
And I was like, you should. I understand. She says she gets anxiety. And I said that maybe she should, like, when she ease back into it, she should, have you ever heard of CBD?
Yes.
So I told her you should have like CBD around you because I know that CBD will counteract THC. So
Right.
like if she's having like an anxiety attack, it'll like immediately, if she takes some CBD, whether she drinks it or eats it, or maybe, I think the best way for her to do would be to smoke it. Um, it'll instantly take it away, her anxiety, or
Right.
anybody that does it, stuff like
I'm
that.
glad you asked that. You said that because do you think now, especially with these lot of different weeds, and sometimes people probably don't know not what they're smoking, but how different weeds or whatever can affect you or have you, even if you smoke for it forever, this weed may have you like you said, with anxiety or a little
Hmm.
paranoid or a little like off. So, just like I asked you, have you learned about different weeds in the education? What would you say to someone who, like you said, loves to smoke, but maybe recently they've been feeling like off a little bit or whatever? Is it a different type of weed I should smoke or whatever? If someone asked that.
Yeah, I would say for them to, if they would like to ease back into it, just I don't know, I would be in a comfortable environment. I would say maybe right before bed would be a good time to, go back into smoking weed, right? You're gonna get ready for bed. So if anything, if you're gonna pass out, you're just gonna pass out and go to bed. Or if you get anxiety, at least you're at home and you can do something about it to help your anxiety. You're not around a lot of people, or you're not in public getting anxiety or stuff like that. Or just don't smoke, or maybe just smoke CBD, because CBD is it's not a, what's it called?
Doesn't
It
really have
doesn't
see and like that. It's just it's I don't
It's
know.
more of a muscle, like just
Uh,
muscle relaxer. It doesn't give you the whole like
You're not high.
psychedelic. Yeah,
It's
like the head
relaxed.
high. I don't know. What do you call that? There's a word for it, but yeah, it doesn't give you the whole head high. It won't make you paranoid and things like that.
Right.
Make you act weird, or yeah.
Is there any like being that you I'm sure had all different weeds or whatever, is there anyone for you that's too strong or too much that you don't like, or is it a certain one you like more personally, like OG or any, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there has been one time where a company called Kaya Farms, they booked me to do videos with their new wax.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know how like you can think about that drink, like that alcohol drink that you think about and you're like, oh, you're just so disgusted of it. Like that's what I think about Kaya Farms, that wax, that specific wax that they had me smoking that day, because it was so strong and I had to like redo the hit over and over and over until, just so that they could get a few shots of me dabbing their wax. So I was just so fucking lit by the end of it. I think I like threw up on the way home.
Oh
I
wow.
had to like I just opened the car and started throwing up and like passed out. I think that's the only thing that happens to me. I just throw up and pass out. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I ask you too, is there ever a time, because you smoking a lot and you're doing your events or whatever, that you
Edibles. I
get
get
too high?
scared of
Oh,
edibles.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too, because I'm afraid, like, I don't like not being in control, like what it can do to me. You know what I mean?
Hmm. You're
So
so you're one of those.
yeah, I don't like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of
My fiance is the same way. You know what? I think I know. At least I was high one day and I thought about it. I was like, why there is people like that. There's people that get high and they get paranoid, and I feel like those are the type of people that they're not, I don't know, they're just, they think about it too much, They're thinking about every little thing, and they're scared about what's gonna happen. And for someone like me, it's like they're just gonna accept everything that happens, They're just
right.
gonna they're not afraid of it. They want they want to feel different. They want to experience something, and they're just gonna accept, whatever happens while they're high, or whatever it is they're doing, shrooms or anything, whatever it is that they're doing.
Right. Um, do you get to travel? Have you traveled to other places and experienced like different states, where it's Colorado's or where places
No, but that is something that I would love to do. Like, that is something that would be really cool to put together, actually, to travel and meet the different people that smoke, what they're smoking, and
that would be
even for me to try it. And
you have like a show or your
yeah,
vlog?
along with like food, you know,
Yeah,
like weed and food, that would be really dope.
that
That's
would be dope.
something, yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be cool to be in the works.
yeah. So how does I know you do a lot of different events. What is the
Mhm.
thing, like, um I don't know, I would say that you like the most doing, or they kind of all the
Yeah,
same?
I know, because I've tried different things at the events. I don't like to go and do the same thing over and over. Like, I've gone and I've been hired by companies to work their booth, or
Mhm.
I've gone and I've actually had my own booth, where I have my merch, my t-shirts, my posters and stuff like that. Or I've also gone and done interviews where I like interact with people. I think it's cool to meet people, and I mean, that's always a topic of conversation, is, like, do you smoke weed? Especially if you're a stoner. It's like, do you smoke weed? Or like, what do you like to smoke? And do you smoke the blunts? Do you dab? Do you do edibles? That's always cool to
Right.
know about somebody. So I think that's a lot of fun to do at the events, is interact with people doing, the interviews and getting to know them and stuff like that. So I like
So
doing those.
that's a question too. So how about you? Do you like blunts or what, papers, or like, what do you prefer?
I feel like I always do different things. Like, I was one time into blunts like so bad. I can't even believe it thinking back on it now.
Right.
Um and then for the longest times, like, I was doing my bong rips, where like I'm not just doing like bong rip. Like every time I would smoke, I'm like smoking the whole bowl. Like every time. I think I was getting that was too much. So I took a little tolerance break with that, and lately I've been back to my dabs. Can you see it? My dabs.
So how
So,
many tabs does it take, like, for you and you're good?
like one or two,
Okay.
depending how big the dab is.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit is powerful.
Yeah, I know. I know. And then I also started so what I did with my little homie figurine, I
Mhm.
um I made it into like a I don't know if you've seen one of my videos, but I made it into like a life size one to where you can like hotbox it.
Right.
And that's something new that I've started, but I haven't really got to, I feel like, showcase it, you know? I've
Mhm.
done it at one show, and it was really cool. Like everybody had a chance to just go in there and get high and take videos. Like a few people, because the smoke stayed in there, and
Right.
the hot box just worked so good. It just worked so good. Um, but I thought it would be cool to like get some like celebrities in there and see how it gets them all lit, or just anybody and other influencers and stuff like that. That's why I like to take it to the shows and have it at the shows and stuff if I could.
Right. Right. Has it surprised you to see how many? I mean, now that the industry has grown so much, are you surprised to see some of the people that you see smoke or that you find out they smoke weed? Are you surprised at any of them?
No, I mean it was. Now that I think about it, because I've done this, I've met so many people. Like when you asked me earlier, I mean, I've met Exhibit. I've got to smoke with like Be Real. Be Real's from
Yeah.
Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
I smoked with him and his crew
Ask
like
you questions like I don't know anything. Do you know?
sorry,
Give me a little credit. Of course, I know.
sorry.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, I don't know that reminded me back to that question. But what were we saying
About
before?
like who you smoked or who you met that you were surprised or whatever that you smoked with.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was these football players I did an event for. They were opening up a dispensary.
Mhm.
I forgot where it was. It was like deep near San Diego, but they're called their brand is called the Revenant. Have you
Right.
ever heard of Revenant brand? It's and they're owned by like ex football players. So it's a pretty cool. Like it was pretty cool to see them, out there with the cannabis brand,
Right.
and their whole thing is um they really don't like how the NFL don't let them consume cannabis.
Right. Right. I think
Because
NBA does now. One of those made some new rules. I think where NBA players, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to quote that wrong, but I think NBA has lifted, lightened up the rules a bit. But
yeah, they don't like how the doctors and everything don't let them consume cannabis, but they're like, get them all hooked on pills and stuff like that because they go through so much, like, injuries and stuff playing football. So they're really like for cannabis. And I think that's what they're trying to change to in the NFL is letting them be able to consume cannabis.
right,
That's
right.
pretty cool.
The homie Mike
So yeah,
Jones.
yeah.
He's
Meet people like that and learn things like that. It's really cool.
That's dope. That's dope. Homie said brownies. That's kind
Yeah,
of old.
brownies.
Brownie. You like brownies?
I like
That's
brownies,
old school, right.
but I
That,
hear
that
so many stories. It makes me scared.
I think brownies, because brownies has been around, right? But I'm sure they make it different now. But that was
Yeah.
probably the first. I would say you would have to say that was probably one of the first edibles officially before edibles were edibles.
What did you ask me? Did I say it again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I was saying brownies. When we talked about brownies, I was like, you could probably say that was like because they've been around, forever.
Hmm.
That was probably like the first.
Yeah, and that's so crazy now. Like they have infused dinners. Have you ever been to an infused cannabis dinner?
No, I haven't.
I've been to a few of those, and those are so much fun.
Oh yeah. So what is that about?
So they're like usually they're like a 5 course kind of dinner, and they'll ask you, well, some of them will ask you like how much THC do you want? Do you want like 10, what is it called? What is it called? Is it milligrams or whatever it's called? They'll ask you how much you want in your weed or whatever in your food. And it's just a full course dinner infused with cannabis. And
Wow.
like and some of them too, like the ones that they would have in like I've been to in LA, they have it all set up real nice, real pretty, and they'll have like infused like olive oil on your tables. They'll have like the CBD water in case anybody needs, CBD.
Wow.
And
So
yeah, they have it set up real nice.
everything has something in it, from the water to the food, everything.
Everything, yeah, the soaps, your lotions, even
Wow.
for pets. They have right now, well, recently I found out my boxer has cancer, so we actually, instead of doing like chemo and stuff like that, we started him on a THC CBD treatment.
Wow. How
Yeah.
has he been taking to it?
He's At first it was kind of funny because like I know he doesn't like to get high because I've tried to get him high before and I could tell he didn't like it, so I just didn't do it to him. So doing this to him now because we have to, it's funny because he gets all like he's just high, like he just looks so paranoid. He'll just be standing there staring at nothing just for a long
Right.
time. But he's doing taking it good. He likes it now.
Mm.
He actually looks forward to taking it now. So it's doing him good. So far. Yeah.
Infused pizza. Hey, so when you're eating like at the infused restaurant, whatever, how does the food? Does it taste different, or can you tell? Is it like
No, that's what's really cool about it is it doesn't taste different, like,
Mm,
at all. It just
wow,
tastes really good, so it's kinda scary, you know?
right, right.
Yeah,
Wow. So when you leave,
yeah,
so when you're full and you're already ate and all that, do you feel? Are you
it's
already
bad.
like,
It's
um,
bad. You wanna keep eating.
wow, wow,
Yeah.
crazy. Right.
One cool one that I went to was an infused dinner and a comedy show, so that was really fun. Like,
Oh,
it
so
was
you got to eat
probably
it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So, on you. Yeah, yeah. Where do you, because you have so much like potential talent, like I could see you doing so many things. Where do you see your brand? Where do you see yourself taking your brand next?
There's a lot of things that I feel like I still wanna do, like, the whole, like, traveling, and that's something that I would love to do. I probably just don't know how or where to start. Um, and also, just a lot of things, maybe even starting a whole new little, I know it sounds funny, but a whole, like, little truck food a food truck maybe, a boutique. I just want enough people to know who I am to support me with in whatever it is that I do. Because there's just so many things that I wanna do and
Right.
try, you know?
You see
So
yourself, or maybe you already have, I don't know, having your own strand of weed, like the
oh,
green.
definitely.
That's
Yeah, that's
mad though,
something too
right?
it's, like, in the works right now.
That's mad though. You gotta have the green queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's mad though,
I
right?
was thinking we might try some rosin. Yeah. Some rosin I think is in the works.
Okay,
I'm linking up with the company called Terpy Trees to do something like that. Yeah, to do a little collab.
that's dope. Dope. That's
Yeah,
dope. Yeah, that's man though. I'm like, I know she got to have that on the way. Like the
right? That's, like, long overdue.
long overdue. You
Yeah.
represent. You got to have it. What's up, Brenda Love?
Mhm.
Um, and how does like, I know you do a lot of the bookings and all that. How does one get in contact with you or get at you to book you?
The best way would be, my Instagram or my email. It's greenqueen.eileen@gmail.com. But, yeah, I would say my Instagram or my Gmail would be best way to contact me.
That's what's up. And do you have
Yeah.
any events coming up that you want to promote that people can go find you at coming up in the future, near future?
At the moment, actually, no, not right now. I'll be honest. I'm
Okay.
not doing anything right now.
Okay. What you got
Yeah,
planned?
I'm just working on my few projects right now. I'm working on getting products on my website. I have a website. It's called www.greenqueenthemes.com. So
Mhm.
that's where I have like my t-shirts and my posters, and you can find my homie figurines on there as well. And I really would like to just get more product on my website too. So I'm just working on little back things right now at home.
Right,
Like
right. That's what's up.
back projects, little projects here and there.
That's what's up. And how about any music? Do you do any music? You look like you could do music too.
No, I don't do any music. No, I
Okay.
cannot sing.
Okay.
So, but I like to do my little cameos where, I can smoke in your music video.
Right.
Book me to be in your music video. I'm a
Okay.
whole vibe.
That's
Yeah,
what's
and just that's what I liked. I have a lot of people, a few people have put me in their videos just to like smoke, take a hit from my bong or the joint, or just things like that. I've done. There's a music video on YouTube called "Que Sera" with Baby Bash and Frankie J.
Mhm.
That's a cute one. I've done a lot of music videos for De California. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He's the guy that does he paints his face. Have you ever met him?
No, I
Real
haven't met.
cool guy. He's a
Uh,
real cool guy. I've done a lot of videos for him. Um, Cali Lifestyle is another artist that I worked with. Yeah, there's some cool people.
dope.
Um, I worked with Esteban Oriol. He's a
Yeah,
photographer.
yes, I'm aware.
It's
Yeah, he's
really
a
cool
legend.
working with.
He's a legend, man.
Yes, he is. He's actually hit me up to take pictures, and it was an honor that he put me like he had 3 seconds of me, but he put me in his Showtime documentary of Cypress Hill.
Oh wow, I've seen
Yeah,
that documentary too, but I probably have to go back now and look for
I'm
you.
just
And
taking a bong rip, but yeah, he put me in there.
no, I remember watching that when it first came on Showtime. You know what I mean? Because I'm a
Oh, that's
big
cool.
fan.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
was invited to the premiere, and that was really dope too. It was really, really cool.
Right, right. That's what's up. What would you say to young ladies out here that may be following you or look up to you or whatever, and may want to like do what you do, but again, doing what you do is not like easy, and it's not like how people all, like you said, people just look at it and think, okay, it's easy because young girls out here, you know what I mean, can't do what you do. So what would you tell a young lady or anyone looking up to you that wants to get into the industry of what you do?
And what I do, I would say, if you really want to do it, just do it. Be consistent, and I think the thing that would set you, apart from everybody else, and I guess get you noticed is honestly just being yourself. Because there's so many girls out there doing the same thing, the same kind of look, and stuff like that. I think just being yourself, and with weed or whatever it is that you're doing, like for me, I think for me, for example, I'm just a different girl you see smoking weed. I'm pretty, but I'm also do different things on my Instagram, with it. And there's just girls that are like, I don't know how to explain it. I would say just be yourself. Don't just do the regular, booty shaking, seductive kind of look. Like, be yourself, be consistent with it, have fun with it, and not really worry about getting too many followers. Just, I would say, and worry about entertaining the followers that you have at the moment. Let's worry about them, show them love, and just do what you
Oh,
do. I don't know. Yeah, don't let nobody tell you shit. Yeah.
but I was gonna ask you that too because another thing with young ladies out here, they can get it confused and twisted when they want to come and do something, and the next thing you know, they're caught up, doing some other stuff or just not knowing how to handle themselves and respect themselves. So I was gonna ask you, how have you been able to do that? Because obviously, like you say, you're pretty, you have a look and all that, you're smoking, but at the same time, don't get it fucked up. You're not like a pushover. People respect you, obviously. So
Yeah,
how do
I feel like I did. That's another thing that's a good question. I feel like I did, um, like, earn my respect the around people around the industry. Like, I feel like I don't give off any kind of sexual or seductive vibe. I'm not hungry. I'm not that hungry to be in
yeah,
anywhere, or to be in any spot. To do anything. To get that kind of attention, I guess you could say.
right.
Just want to be myself, and I'm just like really grateful and happy for the people that do want to work with me for who I am. I guess that's really cool. Yeah.
That's a great answer because again, like I was asking you great answer. But at the same time, another thing I admire about you is that you were very humble, and you remain humble when you can, because that's a lot of times, some girls want to act a little extra and stuck up, not stuck up, but just like, because you can if you want to, but it seems like
Mhm.
you remain very humble, and that's something else to be appreciated too.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. That's just me. I don't want to try to be somebody else because that's a lot of work. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean? Trying to be somebody else and something that I'm not is just a lot of work. So it's cool. It's all good.
And one more thing on the industry, how have you learned to as well, like get through the industry without, I'm sure you face a lot of bullshit dealing with people, men, probably more so, that are, mixing business with pleasure when you're trying to be business. How have you learned to keep all that intact too? You know what I mean? Without getting
I,
caught up. Well,
yeah, I work with people who are make me who I'm comfortable around. If you make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, you most likely won't see me again.
right,
So if you're cool, I feel like that's why I haven't worked with so many people, but I have worked with like a handful of people that are, they're real people. You can say it, like the people that I've named. I think you can agree with too that they're real people. They're cool,
right,
and it's not easy. I don't have like a manager or agency or anything like that. It's all just DMing me, you know.
right.
So it's kind of hard, to but my goals are to be able to, work with more cannabis companies now, just keep going and just doing it all. There's so much that I want to do. And
Did
it's
you
really cool. The cannabis industry, has helped me get there, just have supporters and support me in whatever it is I want to do.
right? And I heard you say like you don't have agency or represent management or whatever. Is that something you would want to do in the future, or do you prefer to be independent? Because, like you said, I guess it's a good and a bad with both. But like you said, you probably won't have to deal with a lot of people directly and all that, especially when you start blowing up bigger.
I know that's something I've been thinking about. Like, I did want a manager, but then I don't. It's like everything. I guess.
It could get tricky.
Yeah, it's hard. That's a hard part because I feel like nowadays it's like you can do everything yourself
Yeah.
with all the tools
Right.
you have on Instagram and social media. But
Right.
then sometimes I feel like fuck, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
You know?
Well, at least have someone, like you said, because I get it, and with management comes trust, and it's hard when you're dealing with, I don't care how professional, how good someone seems. There's always a way, like you know how it is. Shit gets
Yeah.
tricky, So, but I mean, maybe someone close to you then that can, at least, help you, because like I said, when it starts maybe getting a little more than you can handle, then you don't want to deal with everyone. Like you said, in my DM, you don't know who's, how to filter all the BS out. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, it is really hard. And I feel like people think it is easy, but especially being a woman, like I know what you're trying to say. It is that part is hard and could be disappointing sometimes, But you just gotta just I don't know, just keep going, keep being consistent and just work with who you feel like you can trust. And that's always hard too, just keep working
Right.
with the right people. I
Right.
feel like I've been working with the same kind of people for years, it's very rare to get somebody like in my circle. That's why you kind of always see me in the same working with the same kind of people.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, let me ask you this too, on speaking, because I know, like you said, you're not signed with anyone, but how about some of these bigger, companies, cannabis companies and all that? Do they ever approach you about maybe like being official model or official, like, or does that just a work to work
yeah,
basis?
not really. Surprisingly, I don't, not really. Just like I would say my main companies that I've worked with for a long time is Moonrocks, Dr. Zodiac Moonrocks. I worked with them from like the beginning.
Mhm.
Since I started Green Clean, I feel like they've always supported me from the beginning. A company called Hollow Tips. Kaya Farms. I'm not like their main model, but they're ones that I've worked with for years, like on and off.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I think it's kind of worked out in my favor, just kind of building my own brand. Green,
Green Queen,
just
exactly. I get it because I think that's already it's being branded and
yeah.
becoming popular. That's why I said you need your strand, and then like the whole because that's a whole movement. The Green Queen, like they see you, they look at you. Then you always have the green on. You know what I mean? Then figure it out. You know what I mean? I think that's dope. The whole package. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it is really cool.
Yeah. Are there any other females like that are like you that you meet that like you know what I mean? Do what you do?
There's like a whole cannabis industry, full of girls.
Okay.
But as far as someone like I don't know what the difference is with me is maybe I'm somewhat in the music industry sometimes too, I
Right.
guess you could say.
Right.
Um so I do like the cannabis and mixed up a little bit with like the more of the Latino not I wouldn't say Latino because it's not really Spanish music, but like the what is it? Like the raza, how they say the raza. I'm more like with them going
Right.
to like the lowrider shows, the concerts, like them. I don't know. I know a lot of people in that industry as well as the cannabis industry, so it's cool. It's like I think it's really cool that they're gonna start mixing the lowrider shows with like the cannabis
Yeah, that's long overdue.
vendors.
That's
Yeah,
long overdue, right?
so
Um,
that's gonna be really cool. Imagine walking around with a joint. Well, it's more family oriented, but like it's gonna be really cool to see,
right,
that
right.
whole collab
Right.
in the
Speaking
future.
of those, concerts, I seen you recently at the back in the day. How did you like that show, and who did you like seeing the most perform?
I'm a um I'm a big MC Magic fan. Like I'm a big MB Writers girl. So I
Right,
was really excited to see MC Magic. For like the third time maybe.
right. Yeah, I seen you over there like singing every word.
See you guys.
Yeah, you were like singing every word of MC Magic.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. That was a cool show.
yeah,
I thought it was gonna be bigger with the vendors, but the concert, it was cool. It was a
yeah.
cool show.
And I thought the Lefty was gonna perform, but I guess he just did the after party. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really thought it was gonna be way bigger too, but it was still nice. You know what I mean? But I think it has potential. Like it should have been way bigger. You know?
Yeah. The whole the whole backstage I think was where the party was.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Yep. That's what's up. Well, I'm not gonna hold you because I know you just came back home and you know what I mean. You want to get relaxed and all that. I thank you for coming on and
Thank
just
you for having me. Yeah, it was cool.
we spent time and we learned a lot too. I learned a lot. You know what I mean? More about you and about weed. So it's
Yeah.
always a good thing. So anything else coming up or anything else you want to promote or talk about that we did not talk about?
No, I would just say check out my website, www.greenqueenthemes.com, because I will be putting more products on there. I'm gonna be getting into like clothing and stuff like that. Um,
We need the
and
green.
just follow my
We need the green
Instagram, the
queen
official
merch.
Green Queen.
We need the Green Queen merch, the shirts or
Green.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got some merch on my website. But I'm definitely want to drop more, bongs, ashtrays, the rosin. There's a lot I want to do, so I'm going to be focused on that in the
Right.
meantime instead of events.
That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up. And you can follow her right there at the official Green Queen.
Yes.
That's her.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the love and support. I've seen this is really this is my first time doing this, but it was really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed you. You know what I mean? I enjoyed you. Like I said, very humble, very respectful young lady, and I really enjoyed you, and I learned a lot too. So just thank you for even coming on. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yep, yep. The official Green Queen. People, make sure you go follow her right now. Check
You
her
know,
out. Show her some.
should I
What's up?
or can I should I take a dab before you leave?
Go ahead. Yeah. That. Yes.
Yeah, should I
Yes.
take a dab? Okay,
Let's do
let
it.
me take a dab. I've been dabbing a lot, so it's a little, a little dark right there. And I'm like, this is rosin.
Hmm.
I don't know if they can really see it, but it's really light, huh?
Yeah, it's like I can see it.
I used to actually, me and my fiance, we used to like we've tried making wax like years ago.
How did it turn out?
It was good. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
It's my little torch.
Oh,
Let me a big old dab.
mm. Wow. 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 Oh, she's going in for another one. Oh wow. The official. This is the official Green Queen, man. The Queen of Green has blessed our show.
Had to do
Wow.
that for you guys.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Much love and respect. Thank you again, the official Green Queen. Go follow her now. Show her some love. And that's it.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
All right. Peace. We're out of here. Thank you.
We started as a seed, now we growing together. No matter rain or shine, baby, we gon' conquer this weather. Ain't no bone as strong as ours, cause we got it on lock. And if them haters wanna hate, you gonna let them just pop. We are supposed to be reckoned with, it ain't hard to tell. Ain't no stopping when we coming, yeah, they try but they fail. It's just us against the world, baby, just you and me. Your love is like heaven and worth more than royalty. We stand tall, I'ma say G. The heavens knew what they were doing, yeah, they made it for me. It's easy to be true when you have a rider on your side. It's love and loyalty, babe, you know it's for life. We gonna ride, we have that special kind of vibe. Always and forever, I'ma stick by your side, and that's no lie. Baby, I'm for real, we keep a G together, yeah, that's just how I feel, and that's
You know what,
love.
as I sit back, listen to what you said, and as I sit here reciting this verse, I kinda think the same, so I guess great minds think alike. So check this out. Look up to the sky, and all you see is the sun shining down bright on you, girl, cause you don't